Anderson Cooper and Dr. Phil are having a symposium on bullying, and they have some students there, and all of them trying to sound important, and they wannabes and all this stupidness they have up there. But I think that they're just a part of the problem, because you see, the big picture is this: that they want to make America soft, so that the slightest economic dislocation would cause a whole bunch of trauma. A little explosion, a little brutal war, and you have post-traumatic stress syndrome. And if folks lose it in an economic time, start committing suicide and killing one another, then it's over. And this is what the enemy wants. So it's trying to couch it nice as not to harass folks and bully folks because they can commit suicide. I don't think there's any correlation between being bullied and committing suicide. I think that young people are committing suicide because they're evil. They're into voodoo. They're into Halloween. They're into Ouija board. They're into they don't have the vicissitude that comes from social interacting and from interacting with adults, so that they can learn how to grow up. See, as soon as a child is born, the whole path is towards maturing and going about your business. It's not about staying small and playing pookie with them. You're trying to get them to the place where they're going to be responsible adults and move on. And so, bullying, as far as I'm concerned, I've been bullied. A fella beat me up and threw me in the drain and stomped on me and almost drowned me. But a couple of days or months after, I'm passing back. Well, I kept passing back, but again, we came to the loghead. And he said, "You remember the other day I threw you over in the drain there?" I said, "That was then. This is now. If you want to do it again, it's cool." Okay, he was older than me. I think he was heavier than me. I walking 4 times back and forth to school, not much to eat, not strong, and all that. So he won. But I was prepared to fight him again. And the bully basically is there to help you to be strong. In other words, if he come and he bully you and you fall apart, well, he has failed. You're supposed to challenge him and say, "Bro, listen, man, I'm not messing with you, bro, simply because I don't want no problems, okay? Now, if you want to fight, you let me know. We could do this in the morning, 6, 12 at lunch, and 6 at night. We could do this for the rest of the month or the rest of the school year, bro. You tell me what you want to do, man. But the rule is this: if I give up, you stop. No weapons, no friends joining in the action." Hey, that's wonderful, man. I love that, bro. And from my experiences as a child, I go around into dangerous communities, and I'm robbed sometimes, but I don't get beaten down. I will cooperate with the guy. I mean, he's where he lives. I talk to some of these American brothers. I say, "Man, I don't like that bike. It's too pretty. They're gonna take it away from me, bro. Some little 12-year-old, 6 of them gonna take it away, bro." So he said, "Man, if it was me, boy, I would hit him so bam." Well, that's not being brave. That's just being stupid. You can go where he lives. People got guns. They're coming out with baseball bat. They're coming with knives and ice pick and bottles. You just have to minimize the violence. So he wants to take the bike. The bike is just worth $15. Okay? I mean, the ambulance ride is $800. The hospital fee is going to be, an operation could be $500,000. You don't have that, they'll put you in the back room and you'll die. See what I'm saying? So you have to be able to figure things out. And I think my experience has helped me to do this. The way to go is to complain to the police and report the robbery and let the cops deal with that. But I don't have to fight the guys. And so if you're going into the military and you don't have a fighting experience, yes, they're going to train you to do a little hand-to-hand combat, but them couple minutes of sparring or whatever, or sitting on watch out is done, can prepare you for a real fight out there, a hand-to-hand thing. So again, I believe that students, if they want to fight, let it happen. We don't want no violence. We don't want no jumping in. If one party says no, it's no. Stop, it's stop. But if you make them into wimps and then they get into positions now where you expect the fella to be brave, but he's a wimp, you don't have a problem. So we find in the military having suicides too. Is it that because people are being bullied? As a soldier, you're the bully. And of course, you might, I don't know if the Iraqis or the Afghanistans are bullying these guys, but why are they committing suicide? I believe folks commit suicide simply because they're evil. Okay, they're evil. They don't have God in their lives, so that whatever the situation is, He encourages you to go on. They're into Halloween, they're into Ouija board, they're into things that are the piercing themselves up, the painting themselves up with tattoo. They're doing a whole bunch of things that you'd consider as satanic. And so when you do that, how can you expect to be brave? So that the bully is not what causing them to commit suicide. It's because they're cowards and because they're evil. So bullying is a way to help regulate society. Now, in America, everybody wants to do their own thing, and that's okay. But in my culture, you wearing your pants down, people can tell you about it, bro. You need to wear your pants up. At least when I was growing up. And if you don't want to, they might beat you up. You throw a bottle and break down the road like that, you know, you want to paint up people building, people beat you up. So that folks don't do things like that. Okay? So I think that instead of trying to stop the bullying, we should regulate it. Say no guns, no double banking. If a guy says stop, it's stop, but give it a shot. I don't like to see women, of course, harassing other women, because women need to work together. Men, we like to compete against each other, we like to fight and play rough and so on, but women, they need to get along so that they could pass on information to each other, and they could work together, and they could come up with common strategies on how to improve the familial relationship and children growth and so forth. So man, I think that this is a bad idea of trying to make kids feel that, you know, the world is perfect and they're gonna be nobody, or they're trying to run you down. Look, the cops are bullies. They see you driving on the road, they know the state needs a lot of money, or the city. Guess what they can do? They can pull you up and say, man, you went through that light. You didn't go through no light. But if you argue with him, I see this is the problem with folks who haven't been bullied. They can go argue with the cop. Cop say, just give me a license, your paperwork, I'm writing you a ticket. Don't argue with the guy. Better you're gonna pay the $400 ticket than you take it to jail and say you're resisting, obstructing, or delaying him, and cost, you know, some time in jail and $1,000. Okay, you might go to court and present your information, and you probably could get off. But to fight him, the bully, you're gonna be dead, or you're gonna go to jail. So that I don't know. Do they want the police to stop bullying folks? Do they want soldiers to stop bullying people? So I think that Cooper and Dr. Phil, they choose things that are kind of like, I think they are bullies themselves, because how Phil does deal with people on his show, he's treating them like if they're garbage, and he wants to tell them what to do. Yes, he's supposed to be the expert, but it's like bullying. And since Cooper is be harassing people on television about this and that and whatever, hey, go and ask them, you know, there are things that you could deal with. Tell the cops them stop writing tickets because you just writing tickets to make money for the city, or go and tell, you know, them fellas upstate something, you know, but they only choosing like some little low, like BP might harass the president, a BP, or this guy out there in Louisiana, or somebody that says something, harass them, but nothing serious, nothing concrete. Go and stop the states from taking people kids so they could make money from the federal government. If you like to bully and you feel that, you know, you all this, go and do that, bro.